Welcome to part 2 of this project. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, in which I had to make 2,700 sets of leather coasters, aka 10,800 individual coasters, check out the link in the description or click right here. The first part of this was quite an adventure, but it did get pretty grueling at times. Eventually, however, with hard work, good friends, and the help of family, got it done under a real tight deadline. But the work isn't done yet. There's still another task to complete. As I had mentioned before, the job this time around is crafting leather sleeves for these sleek stainless steel cups. As for the quantity, the number to meet is 5,400. Now keep in mind that even though we did 10,800 individual coasters last time, most of the cutting and stamping was able to be done 2 at a time. So if you look at it that way, this is pretty on par with the last project. And another big project means another trip to Springfield, so that's where I'm headed now. However, there is one thing that makes this project very different. I seem to be missing a workbench and a lot of tools. This time, I have moved my workbench and all operations to my college house. Because for the first time ever, one of these big projects is overlapped with a semester of school, and I'm still a full-time student, so this is certainly going to be challenging. Anyway, I think it's about time we get rolling on this. There we go. A lot of the essential packages and things that I need are here now, which means that it's about go time. But first I've got to tear into them and make sure that everything I got's gonna work out. First up, the rivets. $18,000 rivets. Next up, the far more terrifying clicker die. I've got high hopes here. My heart is pounding. They have protected the blades and the hole punches with little rubber here. I'm just going to cross-reference this to one of my samples to see if it's in the right ballpark of size. The hole punches, I don't know if you can see it in there, have little flutes in them to discard the punched out pieces. I got a little scared there when they were closed caps, but that's a nifty little thing. So here I actually later learned that I am making a mistake. The foam pieces are there to help eject the leather from the die every time that it's cut, not just there to protect the hole punches, so I should not have removed them. Alright, time to take this for a little test run. And since my clicker board has been quite ravaged by past jobs, I picked up a new one to get a clean start. Let's switch them out. Good as new. Alright, even though the clicker die looked good initially, this is still the moment of truth that it really comes down to. Here we go. No way that cut the whole thing. Oh, that's clean. Holy cow. There we go. Looks awesome, but time to test it out with some rivets. Got the sample cup that these are supposed to fit around. and of course one of the rivet presses. Here it goes. Oh yes. This has to be a first. First try clicker die. Clicker die is falling apart in so many ways. The way the die cut is designed, the corners are not lining up on the wallet. The rivets are just a little too close together. The clicker die produces a faulty wallet. Another failed attempt. Took out a little chunk of the press there and unfortunately bent the blade up a little bit. Honestly, at this point, maybe I should just break it for good content, but this is unbelievably exciting and it means we can really get to work really soon. Texas custom dies. Well done. Got the leather unloaded into my college house. Special thanks to Dad for delivering and unloading it. Hi, Copper. Hi, buddy. Hi, Carson. Got the giant cutting mat here. Go for it.
There's a curve. Oh, a big curve here. Ah. Are you filming?
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. You have that book also? Oh my gosh, we have the same book. Yeah. Schwinn is getting her set up. Yeah.
You know it. Let's go. I've started out cutting the leather strips in order to give myself a little bit to work with so that I can start cutting them out under the press. But as you should know by now, there's somebody who specializes in this. While it still feels relatively early on in the process, the deadline is fast approaching and Ross and I have decided to go ahead and dive headfirst into the late nights and hard work.
It sucks.
This has got to be at least 2.5 feet tall, and it was not here a day ago. What have you done?
I've cut all this leather.
There's now a hurdle in my room, but Ross has put in some great work already. Isn't that right? This is what happens when Ross keeps working and I get behind for the day. Waist-high leather. Are you there?
Not anymore.
Ross, I don't know how, but in a matter of a few days, he has cut every single leather hide that we need into strips, which gives us lots of time to move on to the next tasks without having to deal with this one for the rest of the time. Thank you, sir. 414. Ross, are you okay? Ross, look at me. Look at me, Ross, snap out of it. Ross, snap out of it. Snap out of it. Oh, no. So since the deadline is so tight, it actually makes a lot of sense to do these jobs at the same time. So I'm going to have Andrew manning the stamp press while I cut them out. At this point, we've got enough materials to go ahead and set the rivet presses up and get going on riveting these.
Yeah, we do. At this point, I am completely destroying this base, and I'm gonna win.
Which
I stole yours because somebody stole mine. I saw that. I think I might bump up to 11 and see what I can do. I'm gonna make a ton of money, but we're probably not gonna win the war anyway.
Which means that I have to take over the living room, so apologies to my roommates.
Such a tingly effect. Stop videoing me.
I'm starting to have more late nights from classes and homework than from this leather project. I'm sure that won't be true next week when we really get into it. It is only day 2 of riveting, and there was already a mountain of these cup sleeves. Corbin, Jake, and Carson have been putting in the work. Another night on the grind, and a new stamper at work. And we're doing some riveting.
My mandatory shaker cup wash.
And just like that, the shaker cup will be washed.
Yeah, well.
The final one has been cut out, which means this press is about to be reconfigured for stamping. More people can be put onto the riveting, and we will be in full-on production mode, which is very necessary since it is currently Tuesday and these are supposed to be done by Friday. It's going to be a rough week. Shane and I in here running the stamp presses.
We're doing that. How many do you take from this one? 2.
And this is the most full crew that we've had yet.
Take from my stack.
We need to complete this.
Full rivet table going.
These are 15s.
And the other 3 working on inventory and packing.
I'm making stacks of 16. What's the big deal? You're taking from my stacks of 15.
All packaged up and ready to go, Adam?
All of it?
Yep, we're done.
Here you go.
No need to check the box.
Also, welcome to your first time working for the crew, Lou.
It's great. It's fabulous.
I'm not gonna pick.
Colburn's been going for about 6 hours straight, so it's time for a little Chick-fil-A break. Wow. It's go time. Oh, wait, I got. Guys, I have a gift.
You need another stamper.
I'll harm you out. There's no point, really. I mean,
This gum wrapper's starting to look real good.
oh my gosh. I could actually eat these with milk.
It doesn't smell.
Think about like scooping them up with the spoon and they like are the same.
Why?
They're the same color.
I spy
material
with
as the
my
spoon.
little eye.
Here you go. Put it on the stackaroonie.
16er.
16er. It is done.
Well, what time is it?
It's too late.
It's 12:22, Wednesday night of the 13th. Originally supposed to be done with these on the 15th, but got a couple day extension. We call that mercy. How we feeling, boys? The last 3 remaining for the night. Are you okay, Andrew?
Are we done yet?
You guys can go home.
This is my home.
I think I should work 7 more minutes because then I'd be 12:30 to 12:30.
Fine.
No.
No.
Okay.
Adam.
Yes. If you want to say it to me, you can say it to him.
To him?
Yeah. Treat him like a person.
Why does he always have to be here in my life?
He's a part of my life now.
Really?
If you want one of us, you want both of us.
When did I stop being part of your life?
You are part of my life, but you have to accept him too. It's an
I
extension
don't know
of
if
me.
I'm ready to do that yet.
Look him in the eye and tell him that.
Rick. I'm not gonna think that.
Rick?
Nah.
It needs to be something that's GoPro. Like
Sean.
Gary the GoPro.
His name is
Like-
Gestapo.
GoPro.
Gestapo the
Stop
GoPro.
Ricky.
Did you get me sucking
Gustav.
into it?
I hope so.
I was trying to get this leather dot out of it. That I put in there.
What do you think you are, Gustav?
Someone do something to make a cool transition to the next day. It's a little past 2 a.m., but I think a little bit of sleep is in order. I have a somewhat big test tomorrow, project due, and then another test. Already had 2 projects due this week, and I have started designing on the next project, so stay tuned for that one.
Just like
All right, here we are on Thursday night, and the boys are working hard. We are well over halfway done. We've got 6 full boxes. We're gonna actually about to have 7, and we need 10, or 9.6 to be exact, to be done. There's only 10 stacks of 60 left to stamp, so here we go. Oh, why is it sideways?
Why is it sideways?
He asked for chocolate bars.
Are you ready? They asked for chocolate bars? Guys, I think they wanted chocolate bars, which means order up.
We come bearing gifts.
Go back.
We can't.
More chocolate bars.
It's too late.
Bring them in like smaller stacks. Some for
You want some
and
chocolate?
it's-
Some for you, Corbin and Carson? I think you guys are lacking in this corner too.
No, you can't stack them that tall.
Jake! What have you done? No!
No, that actually was out of a movie, and then it hit both Quinn's bowls.
Hey, Adam, there's some metal things in the carpet.
Oh no.
Hopefully you want out of work.
You are ready for the night, the greatest.
I get it.
Return of the King. He has returned.
I was at therapy.
For what? How many was it?
I can't say.
Well, Ross, welcome back to the workforce. Oh, God.
It's attack.
My honest, unbiased review, it's a 10.
Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you.
How's it going out here, guys?
Hey, Ross, 16.
Really good conversation, actually.
Shane, it's been an absolute honor. Hopefully, we'll finish before you even get the chance to work again.
I hope you guys do.
We couldn't have done it without you.
Appreciate it.
And Jer, same to you. Good work, my friend. And thank you.
Of course, Adam.
Beginning the last stack. POV. You're the last stack. And just like that, the last stamp.
Holy sh**. We only need 21 stacks.
I'm now at the rivet table, joining the boys in the living room to hopefully finish up very shortly. Recording. I almost got. I thought I got Ross. 16er.
Corbin, I don't know what you're...
They're eating leather dots. Thank you guys. As I stated, this would be legitimately impossible without you. Now quit eating the leather scraps.
What's wrong with you?